here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes offense will get first crack at it here. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch him. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. So Minnesota's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy because I'm not going after him, Paul.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him,
turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hip.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They kick it away on 4th down. Catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Sayed. Got his man on the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Ball. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Good completion on the out. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. The give is to Taylor. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Sayed. Snags it over the middle. Really Very nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. And the Buckeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's picked off when they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Taylor. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll do it himself. He breaks a tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Hang on, Swoopy! The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. And the Golden Gophers get enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's ball. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Sayin. Unloads it downfield. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide.
He's loose. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Lindsey. Got his man on the right. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
When a running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Ball. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The pull and throw off the RPO. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the 1st and goal.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now on 2nd and goal. Making side adjustments here. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State! They take the lead with the 6.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years too.
So many guys that we could go back to Bosa.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from the 50. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If you like old-fashioned possession, grinded up, run over in football. That last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Creates a little room. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drop. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
He can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. He'll keep it himself. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is not a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Using his feet to buy time. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch play. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Makes the quick grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Complete to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical. And a nice job getting him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Sayin. Finds the tight end. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. Tries to get it on the ground. The Buckeyes pick up the first down.
And I think that's a good call offensively, Reese. You're sort of in no man's land at midfield. You've got 4th down, and you believe in your guys to go and get it done on the ground. They're able to pick up the first.
Were you at all surprised by the decision to run it there?
No, not with their personnel up front. Just the way that these guys have sort of established the tone in this game. They've been the more physical team, so I like the play.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. We could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them. Where they're supposed to be. They're physical.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the 2nd half.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his big tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Tight end finds a soft spot. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. He takes it at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The pitch. Got enough for the first. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Yeah, we don't have many plays left. You know, the clock winding down, we got to make something happen. These kind of plays are just crippling. They will absolutely ruin what chance you have to push the ball down the field later on and save timeouts. And so we got to get that engine going here.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Leaves it with the running back. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And his throw is incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. The give to the tailback. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.